Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. Today, we're going to be talking about Anora. So, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons. So, let's get to it. Pros. So, Anora. Reviews for this thing are really, really, really good. It has a 98% critic score, 92% audience score. So, word of mouth across the board, fantastic. So obviously that's a pro. And I should add, at the Cannes Film Festival earlier this year, this won the I am gonna butcher this name so bad. Palme d'Or, Palme. Bleh. I know I messed that up, but it won that specific award, and apparently that is the highest award you can get at Cannes. I mean, The Substance that only won for like best screenplay. Like this, Anora won best picture at Cannes Film Festival, so that's a hell of an achievement right there. So that definitely it gives a big boost in credibility. So yeah, reviews, word of mouth, very good. So that's a pro. Another pro is it's has been its limited run, which has gone infinitely better than pretty much every movie that's come out this year when it comes to like having a limited start then expanding wide. I feel like this is the only one to really do it right, because every other movie that's had this model has done mediocre at best in terms of per theater averages and whatnot. This one had a really good per theater average of 91K. That's the type of per theater average you want to get attention and headlines and make people care. Okay, that's what you want. And then the next weekend, if you expand to 34 theaters, still has a nice 26K per theater average. It entered the top 10. Yes, a movie in only 34 theaters hit the top 10, which is incredible. Granted, that's partially because the market's been hella weak for like the last 2 months, but that doesn't matter because entering at number 8 with so few theaters is still a very impressive feat. And then last weekend, it expanded further over 200 theaters. It got knocked out the top 10, but that really doesn't matter because it still did well for itself. I mean, its number in only like 200 theaters. That's better than a lot of movies I've covered this year. And they were in way more theaters. So, yeah, so this movie definitely has momentum on its side. Thanks to, just looking at these numbers, like this limited run. So, yeah, Anora's limited run, I will label that as a pro. Absolutely. Trying to think of some other pros. Um, well, this is from Neon. Neon doesn't have like a huge track record. I mean, they did have their biggest hit this year in the form of Long Legs, but for the most part, they don't really have a whole lot here. But it's like it's quickly going to become one of their top grossing movies, so that's great. So, yeah, I don't really have much to say about Neon, really. Um, I think that's really it with pros, as far as I know. Okay, so wait, hold on. I need to look at the cast and crew. See, like anyone I would recognize. It's Sean Baker. Who is this? Mm, okay, whoever this is, Sean Baker guy. It's Tangerine, Florida Project, Red Rocket. I think I've heard of Florida Project. I've never really looked into it. Red Rocket, same thing. I don't think I made a prediction video on. I don't think. No, no, I didn't. So I can't really comment on Sean Baker that much. So yeah. But anyway, cons. Competition. There are a lot of movies coming out. Granted, a lot of them are going to disappear very fast, but there's still a lot of movies. It's a lot of movies fighting for screens. And when that happens, only the strong survive. And this weekend, you have way too many movies opening at once. It's ridiculous. You have Heretic, you have Best Christmas Pageant Ever, you got Elevation, a movie I didn't even know existed until like today. Um, Weekend in like Taipei, and then Small Things in the World. I think that's what it's called. I don't care. There's too many movies. Not to mention all the movies that are already out right now, movies that have been out for a long time. And it is how business has been just been business has been slow. It has been rough the last few months. We've had hits here and there, but just all the momentum we had in the summer, like where did that go? Where did it go? It just vanished, like completely. Now, granted, in 2 weeks' time, all the momentum's gonna come flooding back when we get Wicked, Gladiator 2, and then Moana 2 for Thanksgiving. Those three movies are going to make the last 2 months, all that negativity disappear. But that's 2 weeks from now. So right now things are still weak. So the problem is there's too many movies, and these movies, no movie is performing all that great. So that's like a double problem right there. So yeah, too many movies coming out this weekend, and then just lackluster performance of all movies that have been out. Just bad market. So I'm gonna label that as a con. Both of those things as cons. Um, that's really it. Yeah, can't really think of any other cons that would like really derail this thing. So opening weekend. Well, this is well from what I've read, it's only like 1,100 theaters apparently. So looking at its numbers, I don't expect it to expand that crazily. It's not like it's gonna like go from like 200 theaters like 50 1100. That's like 4 or 5 times as much. I'm not gonna say this is gonna make like 10 million or something over the weekend. No, that's not realistic. It's probably gonna hit like maybe 3 4 million if I had to make a guess. So yeah, I'm gonna go with 3 to 4 million opening weekend, and then it's total. I can see this having a very long life if it can withstand a lot of the late November, December movies. If it can survive those, it can have a very long life. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like making a prediction for its total is I don't think it's gonna work out well for me, but I'm gonna try to throw a number anywhere between 15 and 20, maybe higher, but that's what I'm gonna go with. So yeah, that was Anora. Now all the other movies coming out this weekend is Best Christmas Pageant Ever, Elevation, Heretic, which I actually do want to talk about. Small Things Like These, and Weekend in Taipei, and then we're done for the weekend. So yeah, stay tuned for those. And yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. You want to check out more videos like this? I got playlists on the homepage. All previous prediction videos I made this year, past few years. You want to watch any of those videos, you can go right ahead. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. My October recap will be next week. I have a lot to say about Joker 2. Trying like I don't want that video to go on too long, but a good chunk of it is going to be on Joker 2 because my god, how did a disaster like that even happen? Right? But yeah, that will be in the well, I guess that'll be the main focus of that video. But stay tuned for that next week. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. There's also the canceled series, or 250 episodes. I went over all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. Never talked about Anora once. If you want to watch all those episodes, you want to binge them all, go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.